It's once a year that the town gets together. We have a lovely community in the town of Durham.
I grew up in Durham, so it was always the talk of the town. Everyone couldn't wait for the fair, and it just brings everyone together.
It is the best part about my fall because I get to see all these volunteers that I work with throughout the whole year, and I get to have a big party with them.
The Durham Fair is basically its community spirit. It's where the whole town of Durham comes together as a group, and we all work together and we put on a show for hundreds and thousands of people to enjoy.
The Durham Fair started in 1916. We are celebrating our 100th fair, but it's really not our 100th year. We shut down a couple years for war and all came back together, and we're as strong as ever.
Because of the farming, that's where that all started. All the cattle people got together and did a fair. My in-laws were involved in the Grange at that time. That was quite popular. And they made food every fair and sold it for 25 cents. And I think you could get 2 meals for 35, but they were very involved, and it was all on the green at that time.
And to think about when this was done for the very first time, it was just a celebration of the summer harvest. And now it has exploded to the largest agricultural fair in Connecticut. We bring in roughly 200,000 people through the 4 days. And there's really so much to do, from, ox pulls and demolition derby and monster truck. So there really is a lot to do, and it ranges anywhere from 3 years old to 93 years old, or even older. We have over 10,000 exhibits that you have livestock from the cow palace. You have about 300 rabbits, chickens, giant pumpkins, people bringing in their crafts and collections. So you have over 10,000 exhibits, and the Durham Fair gives out over $100,000 in prize money to all those exhibitors. So it's a great time to go and just peruse through the buildings, and it's nothing greater than seeing, especially like a little kid, getting that blue ribbon and they get to take it home.
We have 4 stages, we have roaming acts, we bring all kinds of entertainment in, all genres of music. We try to really have a variety for everybody. Our smaller stages are the local acts, and our main stage has national acts.
I love seeing the local bands. You get a chance to see a lot of the up-and-coming folks in the area, and I've had the opportunity to work with and meet some really cool local talent.
We've now just received our 4th award with Best of Connecticut magazine for Best Country Fair, and just the longevity and the spirit of volunteerism that's taken through the years, that it continues to grow and get better and better and better.
We're the best 4 years running, best fair in the state. So that goes a long ways to saying how well it's run.
One of the things that I think distinguishes the Durham Fair is that it really is about the community and the sense of community and volunteerism. The fair is the largest agricultural fair in Connecticut. What that means is that everybody here is volunteer. There's so many of us, I don't even know the exact number. The work that is involved year-round. So we have over 50 acres here, and you kind of think about, oh, just those 4 days, but we also have to maintain buildings, we have to mow the lawn, we have to repair things, and we have a crew in our maintenance department. You have young guys, older guys, they're all down here working on the weekends.
My job is, I say it's 362 days a year. The other 3 I generally have off, and that's the Durham Fair. Because once this freight train gets rolling, it doesn't stop. With my job, the volunteer number goes way high.
So at the beginning of the year, I start getting all the lawnmowers ready, the tractors, everything, start cutting, taking care of the grounds. And then throughout the course of the spring, summer, fall, I take care of that stuff, and then of course help out during the fair.
I do a lot of mowing all year round. So I'm down here probably at least 4 out of the 7 days a week, mowing, string trimming, making sure the grounds are ready.
I mean, I have anywhere from 100 to 150 scouts through the fair and beginning of the fair that help out either setting up, pre-set up, and then they pick up all the garbage and they bring it down to the maintenance area, and that's tons and tons of garbage that's made. We also have Sea Cadets. They come in pre-fair and help us set up all the fences, miles and miles of fence to keep this place coordinated.
And then in the winter time is when I switch everything over to snow removal, since we plow a couple of the roads down here for wintertime use.
But if you live in this town, you feel like it's almost your obligation to help out.
Once you're involved, you're always there. You know, it's fun with the friends, it's fun around fair time seeing everybody you grew up with and everything. But all year I'm down here working and everything, and I got my kids involved and they're doing it now too.
So I've been involved since 1958. That's almost 60 years, I guess. I've been involved with the baking department for 38 years. We brought our children up here. They used to sleep underneath the cases, and you know, all my children were here like at midnight to 1, 2 o'clock cleaning up the areas.
It's been a family affair for me from the beginning. I kind of got roped in, and whether I was working or volunteering or not, I've been here every year for the last 30. It's just, it's kind of like a home away from home.
I think a lot of fairs have gone to some paid positions, and we have not. It would be really easy for us to do that because all of our executives are professionals and top-notch people. But it's a tradition that we're an all-volunteer fair. We work very hard at that. It's a pride thing. So I think that's why we keep going. We have something that we can hang our head on.
You're spending lots of hours throughout the year trying to make this the best fair possible for the community, and from all those from out of the state and around the state.
Everybody knows that this is the biggest volunteer fair, and everybody knows it's not paid, and the volunteers that show up year after year and put in their time and put in their spirit and everything know that, you know, it's kind of like a big family down here.
I love coming back to the fair every year, mostly because I love the people that are involved with it. The weekend is always just incredible.
I enjoy it. I have friends that come down here, we do it together. It's a time to hang out, and it's a good chance to enhance skills and meet new people.
It's definitely rewarding because you see all the people that come, that see everything, and to see the work that you did to help put on fairs for people it's amazing.
I love being involved. I feel like I'm a leader. I like to be involved. I like to get to know every booth and how they're doing. What can I do to make their fair experience better, whether it's electrical problems, plumbing, or getting stuff in and out. I think just dealing with the personalities, and you can see the excitement building in them. And I think that alone drives this fair.
It brings all the nonprofits together. It brings all the folks in town together.
But what's great about this is all that money that they raise goes right back into the community. So we have 35 local nonprofits that are here, whether it be churches, the Elks, the Exchange Club, Volunteer Fire Department. They're raising some of their biggest money for the year, and it goes right back there. And I estimate that it could be anywhere from $350,000 to $400,000 going right back into the community.
We got two towns that have to work together, Durham and Middlefield, and that doesn't always work well. But I think the one thing that they both agree on as communities is the Durham Fair. And that ever expanding, even to the towns that are near us, whether a little bit of Wallingford or Higginham. If you're involved with the Durham Fair, you're involved in that community, and it reaches into other towns. And I think that community effort bringing together is, you know, what it is.
It's great for the community because, again, it just boosts the economy. Not only that, it's gratifying. It's gratifying for people to work in. There's value in that for the community to come together and work together.
If we can keep that going, this fair will never end. But we need that support, and we need that warmth that you can bring to the fair and a family atmosphere. And if we don't have that excitement every year, that's the same old fair. And we do, and every department tries to do a real good job, just change it up. So you can see a different fair every year.
Well, I think it's going to continue on because you have just the love of the fair. And the thing is, you're always constantly evolving.
It's something that everybody can look forward to every year. Everything that's going bad in the world kind of gets erased. This is the last weekend of September, in my opinion, because we're all here having a good time and trying to make sure everybody else has a good time.